In addition to several hundred of the best HR professionals anywhere in the room, we have some special visitors today. Some students from Camden Hills High School in the front row. Would you stand and be acknowledged, please? And some students from Oceanside High School in Rockland. Thank you. As you know, the theme for this year's convention is making a difference. And there's really little more important towards getting there than the integrity we have as people, and that's true whether you're talking about at home or work or at school. It's that integrity that leads to the building of trust, and trust provides the opportunity for change. During his tenure as a federal court judge, Maine senator, and U.S. Senate Majority Leader, George Mitchell built such a reservoir of trust. Presidents Clinton and Obama have called on him for his services, and it's allowed him to be present at some of the key moments in recent history. Sometimes in the role of investigator, sometimes as mediator, sometimes as trustee. For example, the oversight of the Red Cross's 9/11 fund, the investigation into Olympic bidding improprieties, Penn State, the peace process in the Middle East, the ongoing peace process in the Middle East, the investigation into performance-enhancing drugs in Major League Baseball, and the peace process in Northern Ireland. And it's his work in nurturing the Good Friday Agreement that's kind of a jumping off point to our discussion today. Senator Mitchell may tell you a little more about that during the course of his discussion, but for now, here's a little clip of his recent trip to Northern Ireland, courtesy of the BBC in London, that demonstrates his journey with his son 14 years after the signing of the Accords. I think you'll agree that it shows why people of all ages, all backgrounds, all political persuasions trust Senator Mitchell, call him our friend, and respect him, and why we're all so far.
Well, thank you very much, Bud, for inviting me, for that really wonderful introduction. Thank all of you for being here and for your warm reception. It's always a pleasure for me to be in Maine, to meet and talk with many friends from the past. That was a very moving experience for me. And before I talk about Maine and education, I want to welcome the young students here. Where are all the high school? What are you, high school students?
Yes.
Would you all stand up so we see who's here from the high schools? I'll digress from what I was going to say because I was not aware that this was going to be used in the introduction until a few minutes ago, and put in context some of what you just saw on the screen. I spent 5 years in Northern Ireland, chairing several negotiations and discussions, all of which were very difficult. There was, as you saw, a lot of violence. A lot of people were killed, badly injured, and there was a lot of destruction. It was a very long and mostly discouraging process, but it turned out well, which taught me the lesson which we need to keep reminding ourselves, and which the young people should be constantly aware of, is that there are a lot of setbacks in life. You're not going to succeed in everything you do. You're going to regularly fail, from a test to a relationship to a job to everything else. The real challenge in life is to learn from the setbacks, but not to be deterred or paralyzed by them. Get up the next day and go at it again. We got a peace agreement in Northern Ireland after I was told no Not once, not 10 times, but more than 100 times. And every time we were told no, we started out again. The next day, try to put it back together again, and ultimately we succeeded. And so can each of you, high school students and others. So long as you aim high, commit yourself to what you're doing. Don't be afraid of taking a chance. Because if you don't take a chance, you'll never succeed in anything. And don't be deterred by a setback.